Oh, we got Plinko. Look at him go! Seems like I'm going... There we go, now I'm falling off. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to try shooting it over. See if shooting it over works. I'm not a big fan of playing mini golf on ice. Why are there floating nails? And I see the hole right in the middle of the screen there. But trick is just getting there. And now I'm going to get knocked off. Yep. Way back when I was just a little bitty boy living in a box underneath the stairs in the corner of the basement in the house half a block down the street from Jerry's bait shop. You know the place. Well, anyway, back then life was going swell and everything was just peachy. Except, of course, for the undeniable fact that every single morning my mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkrauts for breakfast. Ah, big bowl of sauerkraut! Every single morning it was driving me crazy. I said to my mom, I said, "Hey, Mom, what's up with all the sauerkraut?" My mother looks at me like a cow looks at an oncoming train. And she leans right down next to me. And she says, "It's good for you!" Then she tied me to the wall and stuck a file in my mouth and force-fed me nothing but sauerkraut until I was 26 and a half years old. That's when I swore that someday I would get out of that house and travel to a magical faraway place where the sun is always shining and the air smells like warm root beer and the towels are oh so fluffy and the Shriners and the lepers play the ukuleles all day long and anyone on the street will gladly shave your back for a nickel. Waka waka doo doo, yeah. Let me tell you, people, it wasn't long at all before my dream came true. Because the very next day, a local radio station had this contest to see who could correctly guess the number of molecules on Leonard Nimoy's butt. I was out by 3, but I still won the grand prize. That's right, a first-class one-way ticket to Albuquerque. Well, let me tell you, people, it was really... I've never been on a real airplane before, but I gotta tell you, it was really great. Except, of course, that I had to sit between 2 large Albanians with an excruciatingly severe body odor. The little kid in back of me kept throwing up the whole time. Flight attendant ran out of Dr. Pepper and salted peanuts. The movie was Biodome with Pauly Shore. Oh yeah, 3 of the airplane engines burned out and we went into a tailspin and crashed into the hillside and the plane exploded in a giant fireball and everybody died. Except for me. You know why? Because I had my tray table up and my seat back in the full of prime position. Had my tray table up and my seat back in the full of prime position. I crawled from the twisted, burning wreckage. I crawled on my hands and knees for 3 full days, dragging along my big leather suitcase, my garbage bag, and my tenor saxophone, my 12-pound bowling ball, my lucky autographed glow-in-the-dark snorkel. But finally I arrived at the world-famous Albuquerque Holiday Inn, where the towels are oh so fluffy. You can eat your soup right out of the ashtrays if you wanna. It's okay, they're clean. I checked into my room and I turned down the AC and I turned off the Spectavision. And I was about to eat that little chocolate mint on my pillow that I love so very, very much when suddenly there's a knock on the door. Well, now who could that be? I say, who is it? No answer. Who is it? No answer. Who is it? They're not saying anything. So finally I go over and I open the door and it's just as I suspected. Some big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls haircut and only one nostril. Oh man, I hate it when I'm right. So anyway, they burst into my room and they grabbed my lucky snorkel and I'm like, hey, you can't have that. That snorkel's been just like a snorkel to me. And they're like, tough. And I'm like, give it. And they're like, make me. And I'm like, okay. So I grab his ear and he grabs my... Long story short, we fight, but he got away with it. And I swore that someday I'd find the person that stole my snorkel, and I would not rest. I would not sleep for an instant until that one-nostriled man was brought to justice. But first I decided to buy some donuts. So I got in my car and I drove over to the donut shop and I walked on up to the guy behind the counter. He says, yeah, what do you want? I'm like, you got any jelly donuts? He's like, no, I don't have any jelly donuts. I'm like, you got any glazed donuts? He's like, no, we don't have any glazed donuts. I'm like, you got any cinnamon rolls? He's like, no, we don't have any cinnamon rolls. I'm like, you got any apple fritters? He's like, no, we don't have any apple fritters. I'm like, you got any bear claws? He's like, wait a minute, I'll go check. No, we're out of bear claws. So in that case, so I'm like, in that case, what do you have? He says, all I've got right now is this box of 12 starving, crazed weasels. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. So he hands me the box and I open up the lid and the weasels jump out and they latch onto my face and start biting me all over. No, man, they're just going nuts. And it's at that point that a little ditty starts going through my head. I believe it would a little something like this. No! Get him off me! Get him off me! Ah! So I ran out into the street with these flesh-eating weasels all over my face, just running like a constipated wiener dog. And as luck would have it, that's exactly when I ran into the girl of my dreams. Her name was Zelda. She was a calligraphy enthusiast with a slight overbite and hair the color of strained peaches. I'll never forget the very first thing she said to me. She said, hey, you got weasels on your face. That's when I knew it was true love. Oh, we were inseparable after that. We ate together, we bathed together. We even shared the same piece of mint-flavored dental floss. The world was our burrito. We got married and we bought us a house and had 2 beautiful children, Nathaniel and Superfly. We were so very, very, very happy. Oh, yeah. Then one fateful night, Zelda said to me, she said, Sweetie Pumpkin, do you want to join the Columbia Record Club? I was like, whoa, hold on now, baby. I'm just not ready for that kind of commitment. So we broke up and I never saw her again. But that's just the way things go. In Albuquerque. I don't even remember the rest of the, I don't even remember the rest of the story. But if you guys know what that is, I mean, it's not like it's that difficult to figure out if you don't know, but if you know what that is, let me know. My question is this the only hole on the course? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Gotta go right now. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Come on, line her up with the middle. I know where the hole is. I just gotta get there. This is all RNG on this level. I don't like it. I think I've fallen off the edge more times than anything. Like I feel like I'm about to do here. And here we go off the edge again. Alright, I feel like I'm gonna get knocked off the edge again. Surprised I wasn't there. And boink. Woo! Boink. I'm supposed to go down, not off the side. Boink. Whee! Boink. 15, 14, 13. I have a feeling either this shot or my next shot's going to be my last one. It's probably going to be this one. Because I'm probably going to get down to the end and then fall off. wink. And here we go, falling off.